Hello friends, welcome in the next lecture of Calculus First. In the previous lecture, we finish our chapter sequence, and that lecture we discuss, that is the subsequences, divergence criteria, Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem and some examples. In the today's lecture, we have to start our next chapter, chapter number 3, that is limits. And for defining limit, we need to define function. So first we discuss in today's lecture functions, domain and range of the function. So we start our third chapter, that is the limits, chapter 3, limits. And in this we have to discuss first, that is the functions. In functions we have to define again a domain and range of functions. So we have to discuss again a range and domain. So first we define function. So what is function? Already in 11th you discussed the chapter, that is the function, and already you discussed about the range and the domain of the function. Also in 11th, 12th you discussed the limit of the function, how we have to find, and continuity of the function. All these concepts are discussed. This we have to discuss in this year also, but it is deeply we have to discuss. That time you solve only problems, here you have to take some theory also. So what is function? Function is a relation. Function is a relation. It is a relation. Function is relation. And what is relation? Relation is a set of all ordered pair xy, that is all x from set A and all y from set B. Then we say that this is the relation between the AB. That means what? Suppose you have given these two sets A and B, then you say this is the relation. That is, suppose A is related, B is C, D, and here you have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That is, you have a ordered pair, that is A related to 4, that is you take here A and 4. Then this B is related to 2, this B related to 2. Then you can say here this B is again related to 3, B is related to 3. Then C suppose related to A, C related to A, and suppose D related to 5. So this is your relation. Okay. So this is relation. Relation is a just set of all ordered pair xy, that is first element x is from one set and y is from the other set. And now we have to discuss the function. So what we define a function f is a relation, that is function is a relation which associates every element of set A related to related to unique element from of set B. So function is a relation. It is a relation which associates every element of set A related to unique element of set B. To unique element of set B. Suppose here you are taken this example. Is it a function? Is it a function? That is every element, yes, A, B, C, D, all elements are related to set B. But what you can say here, that is to the unique element, from the set B. But here if you see, this B is related to 2 and B is related to 3, therefore it is not a function. This is not a function. This relation is not a function. That means you can say every function is a relation. Every function is a relation, but every relation is not a function. Every relation is not a function. So what you can say, what we can write, suppose example. Suppose you are taking f is function from A to the B, where A is equal to A, B, C, D, and B is equal to, suppose it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So can you say this? What you are saying this? This is A element, this is B set, A B set and B set, this is A, B, C, D, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose this is related to this. Then we say that this relation is a function. In this case, we say that this relation is a function. But if you are taking it is a function. This relation is a function. But if you are taking, this is our A, this is our B, and now if you have any element A, B, C, D, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now A is related to 2 sets. A is related to 2 elements. Then what you can say here? Here this A, that is which associates every element of set A. Every element is related to B? No. That is, this D is not related to the element of B. Therefore it is not a function. Also, second condition is also not holds. That is unique element of set B. Unique element of set B is, this condition holds. Is A related to unique element? A related to unique element? No. A is related to the 2 elements. That is means what? Second condition is also not holds. So this is not a function, not a function, because what? D is not related to the any element of B, and one more reason is there, that is A is related to the 2 elements of B, not a unique elements of B. Therefore every relation is not a function, but every function is a relation. Getting this? So what we do, take here, we write definition of a function. So what is definition? A function f is a relation which associates every element of set A related to the unique element of set B. Unique element of set B. Now what we have to take? Now we have to define the domain and range. Before this, we write the notation for the defining the function. So the function from A to B, the function f we write. F from A to B is denoted by, how we denote this? F is function from A to B. F is function from A to B. Okay. Now we define a domain, codomain and range. So what we can write? Next definitions. If f is a function from set A to the B, that is f is function from A to B, then what we can say, our first set, that is the set A is called, that is this first set is called domain of f function, domain of function f. Then B, the set B is called, codomain of function f. This set, second set, that is B set, is called as a set, that is it is called as a codomain of a function. And third, the range set is our range of a function f. It is the set of all x such that what? X belongs to the A. That means we can write, that is range of a function is a set of all images. That is, the range set is the set of all images, that is all f of x belongs to all f of x such that x belongs to the set A. So it is the set of all images. Then we have to go for the next. So what we did up to this, we define a function, we define a domain. What is domain? It is the set of all. Set A is called as the domain, then set B is called as the codomain, and the range set is the set of all images. Range of set is the set of all images. So we write a note, in this year we define only real valued function. That is the function having codomain is R, and domain is subset of what? Domain is subset of R. Domain is a subset of a set of all real numbers. That is what we can say. That is, we are discussing here a real valued function only. In that means what? This domain is a subset of this domain. That is what? Domain is a subset of R, and what? Codomain is equal to R. That means we have to discuss the functions which have a domain subset of R and codomain is equal to the R. Okay. And one more note we can define, we can write, That is, if we have not given a, if you have not given a domain of function, then we say that we take it is the set of all real numbers where function is defined. That means what? We are discussing real valued function. Sometimes they are giving only the expression or equation or something. That time if you have not given a domain of the function, then you have to assume this domain is the set of all real numbers where the function is defined. Okay, so these are the very important, these three, and from these three definition, that is the set A is called the domain, the set B is called the codomain, and the set range set is equal to this. We can write one more note here. If f is function from A to B is real valued function, then what we can write? We can write A is subset of, then we can say A is subset of R, that is the set of real number, and B is equal to what? R, and we can take here range set is subset of, range set is subset of what? Domain or codomain? It should be subset of what? Codomain. It should be subset of codomain, or you can write it is R. Okay, so what we can say, that this range set is a subset of a codomain, and in this our case it is the subset of a real numbers. Now we have to solve some problems of finding the range and domain. We have to take some problems. So we will go for the problems, and before this we need to define write the steps for writing for finding the steps for finding. So first we write steps for finding range set. So how we find the range set? So first what we have to suppose what? Suppose we have given y is equal to f of x is a function. Then what we can take? This function is a real valued function, is it? So what we can take first, replace f of x by y. So you have given equation f of x, then you have to replace this f of x by y. Then second step what we have to take? Solve the given equation, solve the given equation for x. Then you have to solve this for this. First you have to replace this, then you have to solve for x, and then you are getting a range set. Range set is the set of all x, where x, it is the set of all y where x is defined. Okay, where x is defined. What it means? That is, range set of y is nothing but the domain for the function in y. Domain for the function in y. That is, you have to first replace f of x by y, then solve this equation for x, then you are getting x is a function of y. Then you are getting a new function, that is, first you have y is equal to f of x, then solve this equation, x is equal to g of y, is it? And then the range set for this is equal to the domain. It is equal to the domain of this function. Range set of this function is equal to the domain of this function. And what is domain? Domain is the set of all y where the x is defined. Where the x is defined. Now we solve some problems on domain and range. We solve some problems of finding natural domain and range. So what is our problem? Find the natural domain and range of the following functions. First function is f of x is equal to x square plus 2. Second is f of x is equal to 1 upon 1 x minus 3. Third is g of x is equal to square root of 1 plus 6 root square root of 1 plus 6x. Fourth one, h of x is equal to square root of 1 minus x square. So how we define this? So first we solve this. So we write a solution. So first problem, our given. What is given here? F of x is equal to x square plus 2. What is domain? The domain of f of x is the set of all. It is the set of all elements or all x in R where the function f of x is defined. That is, domain is the set of all functions. So where this function is not defined, for positive value, for negative value, for 0, this function is defined for all real number. Therefore, we can say that the function f of x is equal to x square plus 2 is defined for all real numbers. Hence what we can write? Domain of f, it is equal to, domain of f is equal to what? It is the set of all real numbers. Okay, so it is the set of all real numbers. Okay, so what is next? Now what we have to find? We have to find the range of this function. And what is range? Range means what? Set of all images. Now what we can find? Now we find range of f of x is equal to x square plus. So what is our first step? Put f of y is equal to f of x. That means what? This equation is y is equal to x square plus 2. Now what is your second step? Second step is solve this equation for x. So you can write x square is equal to y minus 2. Therefore x is equal to plus minus y minus 2. Okay, so what you are getting this? This is our x is equal to this. Now where this function is not defined, the x is not define where it is if this square root under the square root term is negative. That is square root of negative term, square root of minus 5, square root of minus 1, square root of minus 10. All these are the complex number. They are not a real numbers. That means what? After putting some value, you are getting the real numbers. Then we say that this function x is defined. Otherwise it is not defined. So if this quantity under the square root is negative, then this function is not defined. Is not defined if this y minus 2 is less than 0. That is what? That is x is defined only if y minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. That is, this must be 0, or you can write y must be greater than or equal to 2. Therefore our range set it is equal to the set of all, it is the, what you can write, it is the set of all x belongs to the R such that, or you can write here all y belongs to the R such that y is greater than or equal to 2. Y is greater than or equal to 2. Getting this? So similar way we have to solve the second and third. So what we can take here, next problem B, f of x is equal to 1 upon x minus 3. Now what we have to find? Domain. The function f of x is equal to 1 upon x minus 3 is not defined if denominator is 0. That is, if denominator is 0, then what we can say, this function is not defined, or value of this function is not exist. If denominator is 0, that is f of x is defined, it is defined if x minus 3 is not equal to 0. It is not defined if denominator is 0. That means it is defined if this x minus 3 is not equal to 0. That is, f of x is defined. It is defined if x is not equal to 3. And therefore what you can write? Our domain say it is equal to. It is equal to what you can write now? Domain it is equal to what? All x belongs to the R such that x is not equal to 3. Okay, or you can write this set, it is in the form of, that is infinity to 3 union what? 3 to minus infinity here. Okay, so this is our domain of a function. Okay, now we have to find the range. For range, now what we have to find? Now we have to find range. Find range of f, or f of x is equal to 1 upon x minus 3. What is our first step? Replace f of x by y. So what you can write here? Y is equal to 1 upon x minus 3. Now solve this equation for x. So taking reciprocal, 1 upon y is equal to x minus 3. So x is equal to 3 plus 1 by y. 3 plus 1 by 5. And where this x is not defined, the value of x is not exist if y is equal to 0. That is, if your y is equal to 0, then this value of x is not exist. Therefore range range set, range of y is equal to f of x, it is equal to what? It is set of all y belongs to R, such that what you can write, y is not equal to 0. Okay, value is not exist if y is equal to 0. That means what? This function or value exists if y is not equal to 0. So this is the range of the function, second function. Okay, in the similar way we have to solve the problem number 3 and 4. We are going for the problem number C. So what is given? Given g of x is equal to square root of 1 plus 6x, square root of 1 plus 6x. So how we do, where this function g is not defined, that is if the quantity under the square root is negative. Why it is not defined? Because quantity under the square root is negative. Then we say that this value is going in a complex number. It is not a real number. Therefore we can say this g is not defined. The function g of x is equal to square root 1 plus 6x is defined. It is defined only if 1 plus 6x is greater than or equal to 0. That is, it can value is exist for non-negative numbers, that is positive or 0. Okay. So what we can write our domain? Domain is the set. Domain is the set. You can do simplification here. Here you can write 6x is greater than or equal to minus 1, and this can you write like this, x is greater than or equal to minus 1 by 6. And here domain you can write all x belongs to R, such that our x is greater than or equal to 1 by 6, and this can be written, it is in the form of 1 by 6 to infinity. That is all x greater than minus 1 by 6 and up to the infinity. Okay, so this is our domain of the given function. Now what we have to find? We have to find domain, or we can say range of g of x. So what we have to do first? Replace g of x by y. So what you are getting in this? Replace this, y is equal to square root of 1 plus 6x, and this square root is positive. Therefore you have a two condition, that is y is greater than or equal to 0. It is greater than or equal to 0, and this we have this one more condition. So how solve now this for x? So y square is equal to 1 plus 6x, and y is greater than or equal to 0. So x, what we can write here now? 6x is equal to y square minus 1, and y should be greater than or equal to 0. So what you can say, x is equal to y square minus 1 upon 6 and y is greater than or equal to 0. Where this x is not defined, the value of x is exist for all y in R. All y in R. Therefore here is a all y in R, and here is a y greater than or equal to 0. That means the range say, you can say it is equal to all y belongs to the R, such that what you can write, y should be greater than or equal to 0. Is it? This square root is positive, therefore we are writing two conditions here. In the similar way you can solve the next one also, that is this one. We solve the last problem. I will give answer in short. So d is equal to, or d is given is what? H of x is equal to square root of 1 minus x square. And what is the domain? Domain is the set of all x belongs to the R, where this function is defined. Where it is not defined, it is for negative, that is the 1 minus x square is negative. That means what? 1 minus x square is greater than or equal to 0. Here the function is defined, and this can be written, it is in the form of like this, that is 1 is greater than or equal to x square. That means what? You can write all x belongs to the R such that x square is less than or equal to 1, and if you find the answer for this by using our inequality, you will get this answer must be minus 1 to 1. This set will be minus 1 to 1. Okay. So in the similar way you can find the domain. So for code or range. For range, what we have to replace? H of x is equal to y. So you can write it is like this. Okay, here y is greater than or equal to, y is greater than or equal to 0. So squaring both sides, y you will get a 1 minus x square, and solve this for x. So it should be like this, and x is equal to plus minus square root of 1 minus y square, and here y is greater than or equal to 0. So where this function is not defined, x is solved for, or x is solvable for 1 minus y square is greater than or equal to 0. That should be written as 1 is greater than or equal to y square, and you can write this is nothing but what? Y square is less than or equal to 1, and it is our what? Minus 1 to 1, and here is one more condition, y is greater than or equal to 0. So union of this both, it is equal to, you are getting only the 0 to 1. So our range set it is equal to what? 0 to 1. So we can solve so many problems like this. So try for more problems on this. We will stop here. Thank you.